Hi, Steve Kennedy with Brand One Promotions. Today we have the treat of having Andrew Hoffman with Neighborlink here. Neighborlink is a great ministry here in the Fort Wayne area, Northeast Indiana, and we're going to talk about some great things that they're doing and some needs that they have. The first thing I'd like to do is start out by introducing Andrew, who is the, what's your title there?
Executive Director.
Executive Director. And we're going to start by asking him about his family.
All right. Well, I've been married 4 years to my wife, Michelle, and we have a 1-year-old daughter named Avery. And we live in South Central Fort Wayne. We renovated a 100-year-old house and live in intentional community with others, and love living in the city, and really enjoy being a dad and being a husband.
I remember following your updates on Facebook about how the house was progressing.
Yeah. Taking on a 100-year-old house renovation and trying to complete that in 10 months was quite the challenge. Took 3 times as long and twice the amount of money that we thought it would going in. But it was a fabulous experience. The house turned out and didn't fall down or burn down, so we were all right.
That's great. That is fantastic. Neighborlink, and I'm going to let him talk to you more about this, but Neighborlink is a great ministry that Craig Crook and I have been involved with in the past. Craig is one of our previous interviews. But what they do is they go out and serve people in the neighborhoods, in the local neighborhoods, who have a need, whether it's...
Yeah, it could be yard mowing, anything that has to do with your home maintenance and home repairs. Throughout our community, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of elderly people with disabilities, single parents, people that have low income and just are struggling maintaining their home, either physically and or financially. And so what Neighborlink tries to do is network with various other nonprofits and social service agencies, pick up all the projects that fall through traditional social service cracks, put them up on our website, and network with churches and groups and individuals that are looking to make direct impact in their community by really loving their neighbor or helping their neighbor. Do anything from mow a yard, rake some leaves, to painting a house, or even re-roofing a house we get into. So last year in 2010 we had 900 posted projects. Volunteers self-selected, organized, and completed 500 of those. This year we've got volunteers that have already self-selected about 240 projects this year. So we're 30% ahead of last year to date.
That's great. When he says self-selected, also there is a process to go through to become a coach to run that job.
It is. And
there's training that goes along with that you guys provide.
We do. It's a really simple process. You visit our website, neighborlinkfortwayne.org, select to be a coach, fill out some information, and I typically follow up through a phone call or an email and just find out how you heard about us, what your intentions are, what your hopes are, and then grant you access, and we just kind of talk about what it's going to take, answer any questions, and then you're free to start selecting projects on your own. You work directly with the recipients. You get to choose which project you want to do, who you want to work with, when you want to work, and so you just take control, and it's my job to help out as much as I can to support you in your efforts to make the community a little better.
So you're a facilitator.
We are. We're kind of playing the middle. We identify the projects, we help provide the training and support for the volunteers for what they need, and just help out any way we can.
Great. Now, you guys have a need right now.
We do. We've been selected as one of 500 finalists in Toyota's 100 Cars for Good program. And what that is, Toyota's decided to give 100 cars away to deserving nonprofits, and we were fortunate to be a finalist. And the way the project works is each day, 5 nonprofits that have become finalists go up against each other on Facebook, and it's a voting campaign. And this coming Saturday, June 4th, we go up against 4 other nonprofits to win a new Toyota vehicle. We have the opportunity to choose one of 6 types of vehicles, and we could really use a truck. We doing 500 projects, we've got moving a lot of materials out to our volunteers, and the reality is there are coaches, including myself, that don't choose projects because we don't have the vehicle to get it there.
Right.
And a pickup truck would just help us tremendously. If you've ever tried to pick up a 4x8 sheet of plywood at Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere,
with an escort,
or even an SUV, you've got to
right.
have a roof rack and tie downs, and it would be really great if we had a truck just to throw it in the back of the bed.
Just slide it in the back and go on.
Yeah. And so this is a really great opportunity. I could be asking for $18,000 or $20,000, which is the value of this truck from you in a tough economy. You could either donate dollars to Neighborlink and we'll go buy a truck, or you can make a note on your calendars for Saturday to look us up at facebook.com/Toyota. Click on 100 Cars for Good and vote for us. And the more votes we get, the greater chance we have to win this vehicle, and it will drastically help the bottom line of our organization.
Well, and the amount of projects that you guys can do, and coaches would no longer be limited by,
That's right.
the lack of a vehicle to get something somewhere.
Yep, it's our job to provide as much resources as we can to our volunteers and really eliminate the barriers. And not having a vehicle to get materials to a job site is a barrier, and we see this as an opportunity to remove that, make the truck available to our volunteer teams, and help them get the resources they need to the projects.
Absolutely. This is a great, great organization. We're asking you to vote for them on Saturday, June 4th on Facebook. 100 Vehicles for Good, right?
Toyota, 100 Cars for Good.
Okay. It's just type that in the search section up there. Neighborlink Fort Wayne, vote June 4th. Great, great, great organization, and they do amazing things and show love in the neighborhoods. Please help. Please spread this video to whoever you can between now and June 4th, and make sure that you take a minute,
if that,
out of your day on June 4th to vote for Neighborlink Fort Wayne.
Yeah. And please check out our website. Visit our website, neighborlinkfortwayne.org. Take a look at what we do. We are one of the most innovative volunteer opportunities in the community. One of the easiest ways to find a project. And if you can't volunteer some time and you do have some resources, 100% of your donation is going to get turned into projects. And not a lot of nonprofits are set up that way. So if you give $50 today, $50 is going to be given to a volunteer team in the form of materials. So take a look at the website, look at the types of projects, look at the type of things neighbors in our community are facing. Chances are that long grass in your neighborhood or the scraping paint, there may be somebody that lives in that property that really just needs some help, and maybe you can go and knock on the door, get to know them, and provide a solution in your own neighborhood without even needing Neighborlink.
Well, and if you have a group of friends, a small group, and you're looking for something to do, we've done this, with our small groups in the past, and it is a great bonding.
Absolutely.
thing. We'd go out for a half a day. I know we painted a house. It took us, there was, I think, 15 of us, and it took us about 4.5 hours to paint a whole house.
It's incredible.
So, and if 2 or 3 people do that, it's 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. You could eat up a whole summer.
Yeah, and we scraped and painted the whole house in about 4.5 hours. It was fantastic. It was hotter than blue blazes that day, but we had a great time. We all went out to eat afterwards, smelling like goats. But it was a great day of bonding and friendship, and we talked about people dropping paint on their heads, and we still talk about that kind of stuff. So, not only go vote for them, but get involved. And again, the website is neighborlinkfortwayne.org. And we'll put a slide up at the end with his contact information and the website. Anything else, Andrew?
That's it. Thank you for having me on your video here, and thank you for voting and supporting Neighborlink. We are a grassroots organization that is completely driven by volunteers. I work really hard, but it's really the volunteers and folks like you that actually call our recipients and make a difference.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.